Hi.
Hello?
I'm eating gummies.
I am Gummy, the alligator from My Little Pony.
What? Oh.
Pinkie Pie's pet. Okay, look at that wall.
and what? Graphics are new?
No. New graphics. See, I'm shooting it and bullet holes are appearing and you can see it hitting.
Yeah.
Look when I shoot up there.
I mean, in old graphics, it's
When
there,
I
but
when I shoot up there, it just goes through the wall because the texture is further out than the actual model of the wall in new
that's
graphics.
funny.
Yep.
Good thing you're just kind of fired wildly while there's enemies nearby.
They don't care.
Sneak approach.
Oh my goodness, he ran him over.
Don't even
He's
worry about it.
dead. Hello, Marines. What the fuck?
Get out of the gunner seat, you fool. Fool.
I got in trouble for killing Marines for their weapons when I was a kid.
I mean, if your parents see you just killing an innocent human, then they're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Especially at the age of
I mean,
such
it was
a young,
also in, like,
innocent life.
the early 2000s when video game violence causing actual violence was a thing people still thought were a thing, and all those
And
misconceptions.
now it's like
and
2016, and they're
fake-
like, getting medicine causes. Wait, what was it? Autism.
all of those.
When I
fake
first
news.
heard that, like, I looked at my friend. I'm like, are you screwing with me? People actually think that? But then I heard it more and more, and I just laughed like every time. Like, really, no.
Oh yeah, there's so many fake news reports about how like Pokemon is satanic. It's causing these messages violence. It's causing violence in kids. No, kids are just violent by nature.
Yeah, like, I mean, what about the home life? Are we gonna talk about that? No, Pokemon is violent. Well, what about like
Alright.
maybe a kid is being beat or something? I don't really want to get into that, but I mean,
No,
maybe
but yeah,
that's,
like
that's
there's
part of
there's
it.
so many other things that could be causing it. It's
But then
literally
people
just
like don't want to get
blame
into
it.
it. 'Cause they're like,
Blame
no.
it on the nearest new thing that you don't understand. Is pretty much what news does.
I I always like seeing like stuff on Facebook of how I need to get rid of this shot of how freaking
yeah, keep going.
there's parents. What?
I was about to interrupt you, and then I realized you were talking. Keep going.
Oh, well then. Yeah, it sounds like something Thunder would say, like Sassy Thunder. No, what parents will be like talking about how like social media is like really bad for like kids or whatever, and then like they'll post like videos online of like, oh, I'm reclaiming my role as your parent, and like they'll shoot the device or whatever. And I'm thinking, why don't you just like take that away or like sell it? Because that's your own money that you're probably losing because you're breaking it to try to prove a point. Or you could try to talk your kids and try to solve the problem. No, let's just break it.
I mean, the only one I can think of, the reason that the dad shot the device was because
There's
the
plenty
girl was
more than just
the
that
girl
one.
was mouthing off to her parents on social media to punish her. She shot her laptop with it
Why not just make her delete her account?
because it's much more awesome for everyone else.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
He
when
put it on YouTube. It wasn't just to do it to punish her. It was to make an example of her.
and then she probably got humiliated too.
Yeah,
Like she's like dating like
that was
later
the
on.
reason.
And she's like,
was
"Do I know you from somewhere?" Yeah, my dad shot my laptop back in like 2008. I'm that kid. And he's like, "Oh, whoa! I don't want to meet your dad." But like, I don't know. Like it's strange to me how why there's easier ways to do it, but parents are just like, "Oh, I gotta get rid of it right now. I'm gonna shoot
hey
it."
Keith,
What?
see ya.
What? Hey,
Ah!
Blake died that day. You want to get the warthog?
Yeah, I'll go get the water.
Okay, I'll just stay over here.
Oh, the
Warning.
yeah, I don't know.
Reports that the government has located and secured the
I was gonna say
crash
when I was talking about how news oftentimes just blames the nearest thing they don't understand for the world's problems, or at least it used to.
When you cut me off, I realized I was talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Bonnick and I actually share a very different view on stuff like that. I find it entertaining to see other people stupid is not a word, dumber than I am. Where'd you go?
I'm on the other side.
Oh. I find it entertaining to see people dumber than I am, because it actually makes me feel like I'm not stupid. and it makes me feel like, hey, even if I do bad, there are people who are so much worse than I am.
Where are you going right now?
Waiting, trying to find you, but then you left.
I said I'm on the other side. Oh, get back in there, Marine. Marine,
Just get in
what are
the
you-
turret seat. He'll get in the thing when I stop.
I'm gonna get in the passenger. Marine, get in.
All right.
Marine in.
Bonnick actually Yeah, he's in. Bonnick. Oh yeah, it's first person in this game. In the Battle.
Yeah.
Bonnick actually hates it when other people are stupid.
I mean,
I'm like, man, you're stupid, and that makes me feel good about myself. And Bonnick's like, man, you're stupid, and that makes me feel bad about the world. And I'm like, yeah, but the majority of people are smart. It's just these select few that are stupid.
I feel we need more of more context of that, because that's pretty. I don't know what the word is for it, but
Vague.
yeah.
But Bonnick and I were talking basically, and we were talking about someone being stupid for whatever reason, and I gain kind of, I forget, there's a term for it, enjoyment out of other people's stupidity, because one, I know they're in the minority of people on the planet typically, and two, it makes me feel better about myself, I guess.
Because you have more intelligence than these individuals.
That I'm not sensationalist, basically.
A sensationalist.
Yeah. Is pretty much the gist of it.
Okay.
Bonnick hates it because
He hates it when dumb people are.
dumb people are dumb, basically, because it, I can understand it because it's like, seeing examples of people being stupid makes you lose hope in other people.
I mean, I think I kind of settle in between. Like
Yeah.
I love dumb people. Keep 2016. I love dumb people. No, but sometimes you're having a bad day and you just need like a dumb person, or you're just in a heated argument and then someone says something really dumb and just completely throws you off and you're like, what? Like a tension reliever, I guess. But sometimes when you need to get something done, I'm talking from a
people are
work
dumb.
perspective and a personal perspective of working with dumb people. When you need to get something done and you ask someone to do it or help you with it, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll do it, and then they just mess up completely, you just get so mad. I know it's not really a good way to explain it, but
Yeah. Hey, can you go pick up that plate for me? Okay. Throws it off a cliff.
no, one guy at work, he's supposed to stay there till 3.
Yeah.
So normally, people at work,
Yeah.
you work there from 11 to 7 roughly, but sometimes you work from. There's one person. No, it's 2 people technically. One person works 11 to 3, and then the other one works 4 to 7. They go in between. Those are more for the students working.
Yeah, I died.
So the one guy who I'm talking about, I'm not gonna say who he is, but
Or where you work, because confidentiality agreements and the like.
yeah. So when you're there from 11 to 3 or 4 to 7, normally. Wait. Sorry. When you're there from 11 to 7, you get an hour-long break. But if you're there from 3 to 11, you get 15 minutes, which is understandable. Because normally people go around on break around 2 and come back at 3. So by the time they come back, the 11 to 3 guy or girl leaves. But the one guy he thinks he has an hour-long break. And then every time you tell him don't go anywhere, you only have 15 minutes. He's like, oh, okay. Or you'll tell him to do something. He's like, yeah, okay. He doesn't do it, or he just messes up completely, and someone else has to do it for him. And when you go try to find him, he's just not there. It's around I don't know, 2:15. No one can find him, and then he's just gone for the rest of the day. Fine, he's just hanging in the staff room. That's not really a dumb conversation that we were talking about, but just
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just don't like the guy. There's a lot of dumb people at my work that I could talk about a lot of stories with. But back to the root of the conversation.
That was pretty much it.
I mean, so basically, I'm in between. You're for dumb people, and Bonk is against dumb people.
For dumb people, in a minority. Like, if there's a smaller amount of dumb people than there are smart people. Because, you know,
There's our
as
ride.
long as there's
Get aboard.
more
Let's get
smart
out.
people in the world than there are dumb people, I'm fine with there being dumb people. Bonnick just doesn't want dumb people. Did you just skip a cutscene?
I think I did by accident.
God damn it.
All right.
We flew
what
away.
happens is they fly, and then we go to the next stage.
Yep.
So, yeah.
This isn't Truth and Reconciliation. This is Silent Cartographer, right?
I don't know.
Truth and Reconciliation is the fourth mission. No? Never mind. This is Truth and Reconciliation. Silent Cartographer is after this.
What's another topic that you and Bob talk about?
I don't know, but another thing for social media is shock sharing. We could talk about that.
I'm sorry?
Shock sharing. Tomska, who's a sketch comedy guy on his second channel, did a video on it, and his points were basically just that you shouldn't shock share. You basically sharing shocking videos of various things, because instead of raising awareness about it, it's going to desensitize people towards it and make them not care. And the
Can you give an example of a video?
well, the video he was referring to was a video because apparently he likes dogs, and he was scrolling through Facebook in the morning, and there was a video that autoplayed about dogs, and the video ended up being two guys bashing the dog's skull in with a baseball bat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me just go cry for a second. No, like I know we're gonna like deroute the conversation here, but between a cat and a dog, I'm more of a dog person, mostly because people can forgive me if they don't agree, but whatever, it's my opinion, so I'm allowed to have an opinion, please.
Yeah.
Like, cats just kind of hang out. Like, some people like them for cuddling or whatever. I understand that.
Yeah,
Dogs do that too, but cats just, they don't do anything. They're just there, and dogs actually like want to play and stuff.
that depends. It depends on the cat.
I mean, yeah, but majority, is what I'm speaking.
Even then,
And then,
there are a lot of really playful cats
but
out there.
I do like that that cats, like, you don't have to let them out or whatever. You don't have to take them for
Almost
walks. Like, it's less maintenance. And the fact you can, like, go away and then come back, like, if you go on vacation somewhere, you don't have to get, like, a dog sitter or whatever. Well, you might have to get a cat sitter or whatever. But dogs are, like, really, like, attached and loving. And if you go away just for a few days and you come back, they're just, like, crying and they're like, I'm so glad you're back.
That
Like, have you ever had a dog before?
no.
Okay, so you can't really, like, when
I
I
like
went to
dogs.
the Bahamas, that was for 10 days, which I also went to Orlando, by the way. I'll talk about that
You've
later.
completely derailed what I was talking about.
Okay, but when I came back, like, I'll finish up here. When I came back, Mitzi, my dog, she was just, like, so, like, sad and, like, crying. She's like, oh my god, like, whimpering. But, yeah. But between cats and dogs, I'm more of a dog person. So, okay, go ahead. So, two guys were bashing a dog's skull in.
Yes, the video happened.
Just so casual. Yeah, go ahead.
The video happened to be about that, and his points were that, like, first of all, if you're going to share that stuff to try and raise awareness about it, post a link, not an autoplay video, so that people have the option and say what's in the video and what you feel about it, instead of just posting the link to the video so that people are forced to watch it.
Oh, like, there was
And
no,
I
like,
completely,
poem or whatever?
Yeah, no, and I completely agree. Like, if you're going to post something like that, even if you're trying to raise awareness, you really should warn people and give them the choice of whether to view it or not, instead of just
Yeah.
having it autoplay.
Some people were, like, really sensitive about that kind of stuff. And that could, like,
Yeah.
ruin them.
Like, I doubt it would have, if it had happened to me, it wouldn't have, like, caused any long-term issues for me, probably, but it definitely would have thrown me off for the rest of the day. Another thing, actually, YouTube, in my recommendations the other day, had a video of a police officer, I don't want to get into the politics of this, but a police officer gunning down a woman with an axe. just fatally shooting
Wait,
her to
what?
death, shooting a woman to death. It was on YouTube. They put it in my recommendations. I was just like, why would anyone want to watch this?
A police officer gunning down a woman with an axe?
Yes.
That sounds awesome. How do you do that?
What? Okay, now I get what you're saying. The woman had an axe.
Oh!
Not the police officer.
I thought you meant the police officer had actually gunned down a woman with an axe. Like, he just like kept like throwing them like, axe, 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 just throwing like windmills.
No.
Like windmill arms or whatever.
No.
That sounds awesome. In your mind, you're like, whoa, what? I'm glad that you understood like what I was thinking, and I didn't have to explain myself for being so like morbid.
No, but like it was just the woman had an axe. I don't know what was going on because I didn't watch the video. But the police officer just gunned her down. Apparently, was according to the title, like shot her to death.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why YouTube would you recommend this? Why would anyone want to see
Wouldn't
this?
that be against like YouTube's terms of service, whatever?
It is. That's
That
the
video's probably
thing.
being moved.
Extreme violence is not allowed on YouTube, and I would count that.
Oh God, I'm
Ow.
sorry.
That's fine. Like that doesn't make any sense. Why would they have, even if they let that on YouTube, that should never be something allowed to be in people's recommendations. If people are going to seek that out, that's fine, but it shouldn't be something put
That's
into
fine.
somebody's recommendations box. Because no one wants to see that unless they're specifically doing stuff.
Maybe there's like a school project or whatever. Like you need to look up.
Yeah, but like even then, no one wants to see that.
Makes me think like what's in your history that made it recommended to you?
Nothing actually. I was going through my recommendations and saying not interested, and if you do that enough, it just starts putting random videos in your
Oh.
recommendations because there's nothing left for it to recommend based off of what you wanted because you said not interested to too many tags.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it'll just start putting random videos in your tags or in your recommendations, and that was one of them.
What an interesting conversation.
Yeah. Also, don't shoot people. It's bad. Kills
I mean,
them.
unless like
If you like absolutely like
if it's life or death situation, like if there's like a
thousands of
murder in your
people are
house and
going
he's
to
gonna
die
kill
if you
you,
don't shoot this person, go ahead. But
or if it's like a zombie or whatever.
yeah, but, like, just in general, don't kill people if you don't have to. It's not good. Not good for anyone involved.
I mean, you have to live with that too,
Yeah.
and then they don't have to live with that, but you killed someone, and they all have families.
Warned you that I was throwing a grenade. Sorry.
It's just like my Call of Duty zombies with some people. Like sometimes I'll just pick up no, everyone will be low on ammo, and before I pick up max ammo, I'll just pick it up and then say reload and be like, God damn it. But I mean, like, if you're playing zombies, just pick it up. Don't be like, oh, you gotta reload. No, you have one less clip. Oh no.
Yeah. Some people are min-maxy.
But I mean, if you have
I hope you know what that means.
no.
I've
gotten to the point of where, you know, people would say something and then they'll be like, oh, I totally know what that means. Like whenever you and Bonic talk, have like smart talks or whatever. Or as I call them, when you and Bonic have TED talks. Or TED debates. Sounds like a guy named Ted just masturbating. When you guys have those and you guys bring out like big fancy words, I'll just pretend to understand what they are, but like, I'm like, I'm really not helping anyone by just pretending that, and I'm kind of being a jerk by just saying, oh yeah, I know what that means. Instead,
Yeah.
if I just say I don't know what that means and someone tells me it, then I'm not only helping me understand the vocabulary, but I can use that later on in the future. And also, I'm not lying to people who are just saying, oh, you know what that means? I'll be like, oh, yeah, sure. And
Why
be like,
are
oh,
we
to me, and
using
you're
the
like,
shade
oh.
turrets? The entire reason they're here is for this part.
But what do you think about that? Like, about people lying about,
It's stupid. It doesn't help anyone.
I mean, yeah, but you don't want to sound stupid. Like, hey, do you know what this means? Or like, well, of course, like you don't want to sound stupid. You want to sound like equal among people.
Yes, but then you have to realize that there's a good chance you're going to be confronted on it later if it comes up again in conversation.
Yeah.
And there's a much higher chance that later on you're going to end up having to remember, like, know what it means than just asking is going to embarrass you.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. Like, when people say, you know what that means? Instead of saying, oh yeah, totally, I've been like, no, I don't. And they'll explain to me, and I'm better by doing that. I don't know why I was like, yeah, I totally know what it means.
Yeah.
Well, probably because of the equalization among people. Probably why, but... Yeah, what were we talking about before?
You were talking about Call of Duty, and I said that some people are min-maxy, and then I asked
What
you
does
if you knew what that
min-maxing
meant.
mean?
Min-maxing is short for minimum maximum. It's literally just doing every single possible thing you can in a video game or in anything to optimize results.
So kind of like,
Even to the point where it's like too far and starts wasting time.
too far and wasting, okay.
It
like a
can
demon.
be. It's generally just, doing as much as you can to improve the results,
I mean,
no matter what.
in Mass Effect, there's stuff you can... Well, I don't think that's min-maxing, though. It might be, though.
What do you
consider
mean? We'll finish your statement.
it. Min-maxing in... Or quote-unquote min-maxing in Mass Effect. You can... In Mass Effect 2, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but you can build up an army or whatever, or go to certain missions
Thank
to
you.
level up people, so they have maximum results in the missions. Otherwise, they'll die. But if you don't do those, then they'll die. But if you do them, then they do live. But in Mass Effect 3, you have to, like... it's really weird. In Mass Effect 3, you have to, if you want perfect ending, you have to do multiplayer. Because you need your galactic readiness to be up. So, in order to do that, you need... Because I know I keep going to different sentences, and, like, I sound like I'm talking to someone else.
By the way, that was a nice shot when you shot the hunter and saved me.
Oh, no problem.
'Cause,
Don't expect it often, 'cause I
didn't
stuck.
know he was there, so he was about to
I was just
smack
kinda
me in the
firing.
side of the head.
I find when I'm firing, I'm not paying attention. I do better at games.
Yeah, sometimes for me as well. Anyways, continue about Mass Effect.
Mass Effect 3, you can build up your galactic readiness, so basically you're fighting against the enemy, without giving spoilers. And you can only go up to 50% in single player, and if you want that 100%, so like maximum results, you have to go play multiplayer, like 17 matches, and do complete perfectness. And what multiplayer is for Mass Effect is basically horde mode for Gears of War. Like, you just hold out. It's survival. Sorry.
Yeah, it's literally just a third-person shooter RPG. But
Yeah. So
survival
would
mode.
that be considered
No.
Maddie Max or whatever it is?
No, that's considered trying to 100% a game.
Okay.
There's a grenade in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, once someone throws a grenade and you're like halfway over it, you can either go back or you can go forward. Normally, I just keep going forward because I have better chance of survival that way.
You've already got your momentum.
Yeah, and if you go back, you're like, oh, stutter. Okay, going back.
Did all the Marines die? Man, we're good at this.
Whatever, there's Marines. I just killed like 4 grunts with one
I
shot.
saw that.
That was great. Man.
Remember when Avcam overwrote shields in
Remember what
in
cam?
lore? Avcam. The Avcam elites don't have shields.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in Reach, a game that takes place before this, they have shields. They're just weaker.
That we're gonna play.
How did their technology get worse?
Oh my god, yeah, because like timeline-wise, Reach came first, right?
Yes.
I don't understand, like games like Halo 2 and then so on. I've never played Halo 2, by the way. I don't know why I use that as a result. Reach. Let's go with Reach. You'll have new weapons introduced, like gameplay-wise. Okay, cool. introducing new weapons for the game or whatever. But timeline-wise, where's the weapons go between Reach and 1? Like, it has to make sense. And in some games, they just get rid of the weapons.
Yep.
Like, where did the carbine go after Halo 3? It's just gone. I love the carbine.
It's in Halo 4.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Or, beam rifle, sorry.
It's in Halo 4.
Or, insert gun here. Sorry. It's in Halo 4.
Yeah. Ow. I'm dead. Careful.
What's it? There is guns in Halo 4 that there isn't in Halo 3. Or, other way around, sorry.
The Spiker and the Mauler.
Yeah, what happened to those guns?
The Brutes are gone. Those are Brute weapons.
Next time on NerveGum.